Well, with my wife Geraldine, we formed a company called Red or Dead back in 1980 on Camden Market, and that went on to be a big international fashion brand, which won us British Designer of the Year award for 3 years, and then promptly we sold it back in the mid 90s and did pretty well out of that, and it left us in a fantastic position because our name was very big, and from then we've been able to choose projects that kind of excite us. And we've concentrated quite heavily on regeneration since with Hemingway Design, and we're designing some pretty big housing developments which are doing well, and working with the government on some big social housing schemes. And this project here, Boscombe Overstrand, has excited us all, the whole team, because it's, number one, it's unusual. Number two, it's in a great position. We love Bournemouth, we love Boscombe, we live just down the coast. It's the renovation of a historic building that's just totally and utterly cool, and you link that to what's happening with the proposed surf reef, and the whole thing's going to be great with restaurants and beach and these kind of beach huts, and this kind of take on a beach hut, as opposed to the Bournemouth is full of wonderful old beach huts in all the bright colours, but this is something totally new and will appeal to a different audience. The whole project celebrates mid-century Britain. The pier, isn't your traditional Victorian pier; it's a concrete pier, and all of these things are important. And the whole thing is going to have a fantastic brand. It's a great new brand for this part of the world. It's going to put Boscombe back on the map, and what with the surfing, with this, with the cafes that are going to go below, and it's a damn exciting project. This is a very special place, and so we have to make it a very special design, and it will be world class. I mean, it can also have a positive impact on Boscombe by the sheer PR that it will bring, because it's a unique project. You don't get projects like this just happening. I can't think of anything else in the UK that's like this. The very fact that it's celebrating a different era of British design, that mid-century design, the very fact that the pier doesn't look like what people imagine to be a Victorian wrought iron pier, it isn't. The very fact that these are beach huts, but not in the traditional way that you think of beach huts, all of that will help. And also it's got a well-known design team working on it, which might just help a little bit. When you come in, you'll know that by even looking at the staircases and the entrances, the art that's going on the wall, the colour, the freshness of it all, and when you come into these regenerated units, you'll see it from the units that are there, from the art on the wall again, and it will feel like you've got your own little bijou pad, overlooking this wonderful coastline here, and you won't want to leave, but you have to, because you're not meant to sleep here at night. We want to celebrate the history of the place. That's very important, to bring out the DNA of the late 50s and of the early 60s. So we're not going to kind of wreck this and change it. We're going to keep, the doors are staying the same, a lot of the colours are staying the same, but it's all going to be freshened up. But we're also putting it into the 21st century. And a lot of these will be made bigger, so that we knock some of the walls down to make them double size, so that they can be used for families. But each separate one is going to have its own identity. So when you get inside, it's going to have artworks on the wall that respond to Boscombe, respond to Bournemouth, respond to the seaside. And we're designing special formicas and kitchen units, all with special insignia and imagery on it that all kind of remind you about the sense of place of here. And there's going to be half of these for rent and half for sale. And I think we want to buy one as well, because we're so excited about it.